Yo, it's your boy AF, and we're here again. We back again. As I said, guess who's back? It's been a while. Yeah. So, in this episode, we have a very special guest. Someone else is about to take the hot seat. You know what I mean? This seat here, very dangerous, very dangerous. So yeah, we're gonna put someone else in the hot seat, talk about their background, their story. Some of you might know him, some of you might not, but he goes by the name of ABD. So I'm about to pick him up right now, and let's go.
Something, bro.
What are you telling me, man?
You good, bro?
What are you saying, bro? You good, yeah?
Yeah.
So
bro,
we got here. What you go? What you go by?
Abdi.
Abdi. So
Yeah,
ABD. That pronounces as Abdi. So that's my boy right here. He just took the hot seat. So we're about to go.
Let's get it.
Riding with AF. As I say, the slogan is cruising through the scheme.
Cruising through the scheme.
So right now we're at the Key, South Side. So bro, let me tell you about your background. Where you from and where do you live? What's your scheme?
Right, so I was born in Manchester. Moved up to Glasgow when I was like 5, 6 maybe.
Jeez.
I was raised in Cranhill actually, you know, East End.
Yeah, I know you said Cranhill,
So
I
I was raised
know.
in there, up there about
Tough
14
area, bro.
years. It is, bro.
Yeah, it was a tough area.
But I'm glad I was brought up in the tough areas.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I moved Kelvin Bridge when I was like 15, 16, something
Yeah,
like that.
okay.
Quite soft area, you know what I mean?
Yeah, compared to
the
Cranhill,
jump
yeah.
is- the jump is quite big.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, I was glad I brought up in like a scheme, as you say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true, bro.
100%.
What would you say you took from growing up in a scheme?
I don't know, like mental battles and like growing up, it makes you a stronger person, I think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Rather than growing up with everything handed to you.
And when did you start doing music then?
Started doing music 2018, actually just a bit before then. You know, T-Kid.
T-Kid, yeah, I know T-Kid.
YFG. I went to that school. Basically, I knew they were making music at the time, and I was just getting into my rap music and stuff like that. And I asked them for fun, basically, like, let me make a track with you, see what happens. And then I fell in love writing music. I mean, I wrote cringy songs back in the day.
Yeah, that's the, you always get started with cringy songs, I know, bro.
But I got the cringy ones out of the way. Then found my sound, basically, man. We go from there.
What would you say is your sound then?
Sound, it's more
If you
feeling myself instead of going ham on a track like drill shit and
Yeah,
that.
okay, I hear that.
More in my field.
So let's kind of touch into your lyrics a little bit. Actually, let's play one of your songs. Let's play one of your songs, bro. I can already tell when the beat drops. It's gonna be a madness. Yeah.
They shout loud if you in this. Yeah, just know you gotta stay in line. If you need a thing, go get it then.
Yeah.
If you want it, you gon' pay a price.
Pay the price.
Yeah, I business for my people, dog. I be keeping up all night. I made so many mistakes. In the meantime, I know I got to make it right. My city going litty over paper coming in. I pity for my people falling in. Drugs, he tryna take a healing for them old times. And if he never made it, then I did. Then I swear I never really did. With my vision going off, sun shades in the shine. When the mission going up, I'm a boss in my prime. Money going off, but I make it all back tonight. You and me and you lost, I'm a lost.
I said I'll make that door back tonight.
I send them with my card cash line. Yeah, money coming in on time.
That's a bit. Hey, that's is it exclusive, bro? It's exclusive. Exclusive. Yeah, we played a bit too much. I was enjoying it too much, but yeah. That's enough. But yeah, what's the song called?
Shout Loud.
Shout Loud.
That's
So
on the mixtape.
coming up on your mixtape. So let's talk about your mixtape. What's the inspiration of why you want to make a mixtape?
So mixtape, I feel like I've been sitting on myself too long. I've been working behind the scenes too much.
I get that. I know. I feel like that as well sometimes, bro. Like when you work behind the scenes, and it's quality over quantity sometimes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you don't want to just post like any song just because people are asking for it. But yeah, I hear that.
But like you can ask anyone on my socials. I've been saying I'm going to release music since say 2019, and it's 2022. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
We're still waiting, and I'm saying, oh, it's coming. I'm just trying to perfect my tracks, but
Yeah.
tracks
I hear
and this,
that.
it's just I'm getting music videos and stuff done. As you seen, I put on my Bring It Back video, first music video.
That was produced by Resolute.
Resolute, yeah,
yeah,
they
so
done the music
the
video
guys,
for that.
exactly. So
Yes.
the guys that they're producing this show here, they work together. So they got us together. We're doing this interview as well. But shout out Resolute, they're amazing. You said that you've been holding to too many songs. So out of the mixtape, which is your favorite song? We won't hear it, but just so you can mention, so when it comes out, people know that this.
See, that's the hardest part because I'm not lying, but my mixtape is unskippable.
Unskippable.
Like,
That's a big shout.
I know it's a big statement, but it's so true. Like it switches all the time. I like Location, my favourite. I got a feature on that with Phantom.
Shout out Phantom.
Shout out, bro. Shout Loud used to be my favourite. That was just because that was one of my starts. Where I Been, that is a banger. That's Where I Been is one of my favourites. Everyone I've played it to, only a few people have heard it, and everyone wants a video for it. Everyone says that's the one.
That's the one. So Where I've Been is the one to look out for. And for the people that don't know, when is it gonna come out?
I'm hoping end of July.
No promises, guys. As he said, there's no promises, but end of July, look out for it.
If anyone actually knows me, they know for a fact I'll say end of July, and you won't see that shit till it comes out, honestly.
Have you done a show before?
Yeah, so I've done actually quite a few with the YFG.
YFG. Actually, talk more about YFG.
So YFG, they've been my day ones. Like when I say day ones, they're the reason I started making music. Like if it wasn't for them, I don't even think I would even think about it.
I know, because not a bit controversial, but I did see your group YFG videos and stuff like that. A lot of people thought that was cringy. I'm not gonna lie, from the comments I've seen and all that kind of, what would you say about that? Like, it's just a phase that you were going through?
No,
is it haters?
100% honest. It was cringy. Like it actually was. I'll go look at the videos at 2017 and stuff like that. Like little freestyles I've done. I mean, I'll look at it and be like, I can see I've still got a bit of potential in that.
Yeah,
but
you get me.
It was cringy. Like it was, I think.
But it's just the process, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the fact that you kept on doing it, and not because the haters said, oh, this is cringy, or why you're rapping and all that kind of stuff, but you kept going because you do it for the love of the music.
Exactly.
And it sounds like you love making music for the sake of it. It's not just. So what's your motivation for making music then? Like, do you have any ulterior motives? Do you want to be famous? What's your goal?
So I mean, a lot of people be like, oh, it's the money, and I just want everyone to feel what I'm feeling in my music. Like, I know so much people would enjoy it, like they really would, and I just want everyone to listen.
You sound very similar to me. Like, I don't make music just for the sake of making music. I make music because I have a message to give out. For me, it's like a diary, bro. Like, when I make music, it's like a diary.
So I mean, you could put it like a diary. I would put it more as therapy, man.
Therapy.
You know what I mean?
Similar, yeah.
So when I go and when I say I put tracks in my put out tracks, like I'm in my feels most of the time. It's like I know people are out there in their feels, and if I put that out, it's like no one's ever heard, or when they're listening to feel something on a track that I've put out on a track, if that makes sense.
Exactly.
So like I don't try and make music specific to certain genres. I'll make it to how I'm feeling,
and if the genre fits, then okay,
so,
I get it.
A lot of people say, oh, make this track because it'll blow up because of this, or make this track because it's more upbeat, it's more happy and stuff like that, or people kick back and relate to it more. But I think whatever I'm feeling is relatable anyway.
Yeah, that's sick, bro. The video, if you haven't seen the video is sick. Creative as fuck.
Sorry, bro. Run that back. Run that back.
Reloaded. Jeez, D1. My man like D1.
Let's go. Little bull go bangers, it's in the fight crack. I'ma send the boys up to Mars, now bring them back. Gotta weed a little quarter, it's too smelly in the bag. Still I roll up a sparker that can be in it feeling blank. So much problems at home, me coming and thinking it's a palace. I don't know what they told you, you can't be coming speaking gang. If you wanna go get it, it ain't that hard to understand it. Pull up with no pressure on me, I kill it, I leave it there. I got plenty sticky icky and it feeling funny. Don't think that we got it kicking and a turn around the country. It's the season for all of me, I'm recording me some money. Free fall, I jump it, leap step, I'm coming. G-stats are nothing, turn up, down, I shut it. I should be out solo, but we kick with half a dozen. Pushing on like half his buttons, you go turn around and cut them. This bullshit fly over me, you gon' miss me how you talk at your little boy, look at bangers, it's in a fight crack. I'ma send the boys up to Mars, now bring them back. Gotta weed a little quarter, it's too smelly in the bag. And still I roll up a sparker that can be in it feeling bad. So much problems at home, me coming and thinking it's a palace. I don't know what they told you, you can't be coming speak gang. If you wanna go get it, it ain't that hard to understand it. Pull up with no pressure on me, I kill it, I leave it dead. Kill it, I leave it dead. R.I.P. to the dead. Know to see that you bless me, I feel taller when I stand. It's starting to all make sense before I don't know what I did. They don't know who I am, no I enjoy who I am. My part, I insist. Pull up inside of the party, I'm lit. I'm with my doggies, we are really fit. Then I mix for making them many hits. I'm making sure that they hit, get this. We live this, and dreamt this with shit. Don't miss hit, we hit big, manifesting the mission. It's a mission. I go the distance, tell them keep the distance. I've been going ballistic, it's like every beat I'm feeling it. Karma be a bitch, how you bitching about how you dealing with it. Sit back, freestyle before the big thing. Sit back, freestyle before the big thing.
That's it, bring it back.
Bring it back. Come on, shout out. D1. D1 is Dana Mazza still.
He's
Dana
mad,
Mazza still.
man. The first time I hit up D1, I asked him, can you teach me how to mix and master?
You know, he actually said the same to me. He's like, bro, if you want me to teach you, I can teach you as well. Like, I'd rather you do it yourself because you know your sound than me doing it. You know what I mean? But yeah, on you go, sorry.
But he thought that was quite a funny one actually because
people don't go up to him and ask him that, innit?
exactly, like no one ever goes up to an engineer and says, can you teach me rather than can you make my song? Like he knows I'm an artist, I'm not an engineer first. So he was going to start teaching me, and then that's when I gave him one of my tracks. It's called Embarrassed, but I gave him that track as well, and what he done to it was amazing. He's seen the vision, he took it to that extra level as well, and since then I just been working with D1. It's just like the work is amazing in the studio, the vibes,
I know, man. That guy is doing he's doing. Hopefully I'm gonna get him soon. Unfortunately, it wasn't able to come, but hopefully we're gonna get D1 soon, just to get a different perspective of, you know what I mean, the rapper side and also the producer side, the engineer side, you know, that kind of stuff.
That'll be a good story.
No.
D1 is a massa still.
Embarrassed, the fuck I look like embarrassed with all this gas. I blaze it up, I feel high, never bad. You play it back so I can do my little dance again. It's not understandable. Embarrassed, the fuck I look like embarrassed with all this gas. I blaze it up, I feel high, never bad.
Yeah, this one's different. I'm feeling this one, yeah.
That boy ain't animal. You chasing cash, not me. I be saving stamina. Smoke that shit instead. It help me think of something valuable. Later I forget it. Should've told me that the proof is flammable. I bring it just like jet. Please fuck me out of here. Can I get a yes? Please take me anywhere. Disappear. That's my bestie. I pull out, she understands. Before I hit it, I pull up, do my little dance like this, like embarrassed. The fuck I look like embarrassed with all this gas. I blaze it up, I feel high, never bad. I play it back so I can do my little dance again. It's not understandable. Embarrassed, the fuck I look like embarrassed with all this gas. I blaze it up, I feel high, never bad. You play it back so I can do my little dance again. It's not understandable. I can tell you deep down you.
Don't forget, it's an exclusive, my bro. You're showing them too much, bro.
I know.
You're showing them too much. Nah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'll give that a good solid 8 out of 9, bro. Like that.
Yes, bro.
Like for my ratings, innit, that is a really good song. I really enjoyed that. Yeah, so like you said, you are perfecting your craft, bro. From what I can see, you are perfecting your craft, and you're sounding much better
as well. To be honest, because the production, everything, I'm just so much happier with my music nowadays.
Do you think you're learning more as well?
100%. Like I think right now I still don't know shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I've learnt so much and I know so much about the industry, like, but I feel like I'm just still so small, still don't know anything.
There's too much, bro. There's so much, and there's so many rabbit holes to go through and all that.
Exactly.
But actually, I'll ask you this: do you have any regrets so far in your music journey? I know you've just started recently. Not recently, but since 2017, isn't it? That you've been doing that. So that's a bit of time.
So I think regrets is not putting music out before. Like, I would always sit on music as if it was a gold mine and stuff like that. Like, for years and years I've got tracks that I just don't put out, and I think just no releasing anything at all.
So that's, if you could go back, you'd release more stuff.
I'd just have more of a portfolio.
Yeah, like because you need to have a catalog when, like as you said, when you go to people and be like, listen, this is what I've done, blah 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 blah. But the same way you can show them the unreleased music as well. You know what I mean? The same. It depends on who you trying to work with and all that kind of stuff. And is YFG ever making a comeback?
Oh, but actually making a big comeback is crazy. The tracks we got as well is, it's nuts.
Okay, and that see, full of it. Ridin with AF is full of exclusives, so we already know that a mixtape is coming out. Hopefully next month or October, either one or off. But YFGs are also coming back. So YFG, for the ones that grew up my age, are around our age group, they probably seen YFG. They probably know who YFG are. If you don't know, then just explain a little bit who's the members.
So Yellow Flame Gang, this was made this up in school. So the members are T-Kid, Ace Vision, aka Prince, and Jeremy, and also me. 5 of us. So got 5 aside there. But
are all of you still rapping, by the way? Because I know Jeremy sings, T-Kid, he raps, you rap. What about the other 2?
So everyone's still on game. So actually my little brother, he used to be a part of YFG. Yeah. But he fell away with music. He's not really into it that much.
Okay.
So, I mean, Jeremy, this is what I love about YFG, because legit nowhere in the world has a group like us.
Yeah, I know, like, your group is diverse as like too much. Yeah,
it's crazy. Like, you got T-Kid, who's the biggest hype man ever. Like, honestly,
shout out T-Kid, go on, man.
Vibes, just good vibes constantly.
Yeah, true.
We've got Ace Vision with his spoken word. I've always said to him since I've met the guy, he's the wisest guy I've known ever in my life. He just looks like wisdom. You know what I mean?
Exactly. His name should be wisdom.
Like, Ace Vision, like, because Ace Vision is the perfect name.
Yeah, true.
Then you got Jeremy, his vocals are just unbelievable as well.
Yeah, Jeremy's vocals, man.
And Prince as well, he's a vibe, man. He's just unexpected. His tracks are just mental. Every time he sends me one, it's not the same. Like,
it's always different.
Like, when I'm making music, I'll make music that I want to listen to. Like, everyone says to me, you're from Scotland, like, listen to your accent. Why are you not making music like that? A lot of Scottish artists specifically say to me, but at the same time, I say I make music that I want to listen to. You know, if I like trap music, Young Thug, like I said, it's hard to make
Scottish accent trap music.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I just make music that I feel and that I listen to. So
I get what you mean when people say, like, you're from Scotland, you need to represent Scotland and stuff like that. But there's different ways to represent Scotland. Because even Lewis Capaldi, I'd say he doesn't sound very Scottish.
I know.
You know what I mean? And he's Scottish. I didn't even know he was Scottish until I seen him like down the road or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, literally. So even who else is Scottish there? Calvin Harris, he's not Scottish as well?
Calvin Harris, I'm not sure as well.
I don't even know. I've heard that he's Scottish as well, but there's many Scottish artists that have made it that are not sounding Scottish. You know what I mean? But there's people that can make it work, there's people that don't make it work. You know what I mean? So it's like, you can't force it. As long as you're still riding the flag and still representing, I feel like that's the main thing.
Like, in no way at all am I going to hide the fact that I'm Scottish. You know what I mean? I was born in Manchester, but still at the same time,
you still have
Scottish.
That. You know,
like, I feel like
you have that attachment with. True, bro. Like,
I was brought up here. This is my home, basically. So
I hear that. No, that's
but
true.
I think I got mad respect for Scottish artists that are doing their thing as well. You know what I mean, rapping and doing accents and that. Like I met Melrose.
You done a song with him actually?
I've done a couple. We've done a couple tracks. A couple not released. We've done a track with him and Spexy.
Yeah, I know Spexy. Yeah.
Spexy's been quite new. He's been doing numbers as well.
I know. I've heard it. I spoke to him the other day. I told him, bro, keep grinding the way you're going. Hopefully, I can make an interview with him before he blows up, because the way he's going is he's mad, man.
He'll be more than happy as well. But I remember meeting Melrose. One of my pals at my PT basically. I went up to OG Frazzle.
Yeah, I know OG Frazzle. Come on, that's an OG.
OG definitely. I went up to his house to record a track, and then Melrose came in.
Oh,
nice. And I told him, I was like, Melrose, blah blah blah, because everyone around the scheme knew Melrose, Sherlock, stuff like that.
Yeah, true. Like, Shogun and all that.
A few people don't get his music, like the Scottish rap and the stuff behind it, but when I was listening, he's got some deep tracks. I've been a fan of Melrose since I heard him basically, and getting on a track with him and Spexy. Spexy was actually one of my friends, a friend of a friend from one of my friends who used to go work with him, and he hit me up saying, "Oh, you work with studio?" No, actually, never. He put a track on Instagram Live.
Yeah.
And it just blew up, and we just got in the studio and stuff like that, and started making tracks. But Spexy as well. I don't know if you remember, he put a song on Instagram Live, Skippy Flow.
Skippy Flow, no, I've not heard that. I don't really join lives that much like that, but yeah, I've heard this Vanguard one only recently, like, because he literally just came out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
That's what everybody thought as well. He just came out of nowhere, but even before he released music, he did have a following.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, like, he did have a following and stuff like that. And when he started making music, I think it was good. That's the only reason that he's went up as well, because people listen to it.
Like to the music, yeah.
I feel Scottish rap so much, like it's.
So, out of the Scottish scene, like, let's say, like, full proper Scottish, who would you say? No, like your top, like your favorites. I'm not gonna tell you number them and all that kind of stuff. Just your favorites.
I mean, I would number them as well. No shame.
It's up to on you go then.
But like for me, I think right. So if Sherlock was still consistent, if he was, I think he'd be past Scotland. He'd be UK known. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think everyone everywhere knows Sherlock, listens to Sherlock. I think if he kept his consistency more than anything. Yeah,
consistency. It's true. Yeah, consistency is key. Like, if the more consistent you are, the more people are gonna see you. But even the fact that he's not consistent and people still speak his name, that just shows like what he's done.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, Sherlock. Who else?
Sherlock. Melrose as well has been always.
He's the consistent guy. Yeah, he's
my most rated, hardest working artist I've ever known. Like every time I see him, he's working on a new track. He's got new videos out. Since I've known him, he's just been working non-stop. Like with my music, like I'm happy on how I'm working my music. I'm a perfectionist. I take a lot of time into my music, but at the same time, if I would want to like be an artist and work the way they did, I think it would be Melrose.
Yeah.
I would want to, like, I look up to in that way.
To look up to, cool. Yeah, I get that. I hear where you're coming from.
Right now as well, I think recently Spexy is also
the other guy.
Exactly. I think he's been a close friend as well, but that's not the only reason. It's because the same with Melrose. Since he's started, there's been no stopping at all. So he's been, as soon as he released his first track, there's no stopping him.
It was a good interview. I appreciate you coming through. Hopefully people got to know you a bit better, and as you know, like, that's what we're here to do, just showcase the talent in Scotland. So we got to this final scheme, the final destination.
That's it, bro. It was a pleasure.
No, I appreciate it, bro. So that's Abdi. His socials are gonna be below. His music is also gonna be below. If you're expecting his music if you're expecting his music to come out in July, go text him, message him, DM him, like, terrorize him, bro. Terrorize him. Everyone terrorize him. Just let him know we want the mixtape out. You know what I mean? So
that's it.
Yeah, man, my bro. Much pleasure, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much. See you later, my bro.
Right, take care, bro.
Safe. So that was Ridin with AF. And yeah, man, as you can see, we had Abdi there. Excellent guest. Very similar to me. But yeah, guys, like, we're here. Anyone, just hit me up if you want to do another episode. If you want to let your story be known. Make sure people know about you. But you need to be Scotland based. You get me? Because we only represent in Scotland here right now. In the future, we'll see other artists, maybe from England, Scotland, England, Wales, Northern Ireland, Irish, whatever it is. But yeah, who's gonna take the hot seat next?
And I thought, there's gospel music, and for the first time I actually listened to gospel music, to go to bed.